What's going on, guys? Leviticus Dragon here with Wasteland 2 Director's Cut gameplay. I am trying to resolve a dispute between the Atchisons and the Topekans, which are two warring tribes in the game. The Rangers are tasked with resolving the conflict, and you can do that in multiple different ways, as Wasteland is known for. There's a lot of different paths you can choose. You can resolve things peacefully, you can resolve things not so peacefully. And so you're going to see some gameplay of me trying to kill some enemies as I try to figure out the conflict between these two groups. But I really wanted to talk about Fallout 4 because we all know it's coming out very, very soon, and I wanted to just kind of reflect a little bit on Fallout for this discussion for today and talk a little bit about the experiences of Fallout and where the game has gone and where it's going. I mean, Fallout 4 is... I've already pre-ordered it. I'm going to be playing it non-stop, probably. I'm definitely going to be showing some footage of it, so if you are on the fence, which I don't know how you would be with Fallout, but, you know, maybe you're waiting for it to drop down in price. You know, it probably won't go on sale anytime soon, but hey, you never know. But yeah, I'll be showing some footage of it so you can follow along. I might even live stream it, so that is something to look forward to. And, you know, I really wanted to talk about the very beginning of Fallout, you know, the very first Fallout game. I remember I played a demo of it a really long time ago, and the most memorable moment for me in that game, or in that demo, was just the fact that you could kill the Brahmin, you know, the little cows that are like diseased. You could like rip them apart with this gun, and I had never seen anything like that in any game. The way it was done, it was just so cool, and the way it was so gruesome that you could just destroy everyone. You could target different body parts, and you know, it just wasn't, nothing had been done like that ever. And you know, I think that's what attracted me to the game at the very beginning, was that it was just so different, and the atmosphere was something that really wasn't done to a very big extent. And when the game did finally come out and I got to play it, it was just an amazing experience. Even the overworld map stunned me because I had never really played too many games that had something like that, you know, and interacting with the characters where you could actually see their face and their lips moving, and you know, you had dialogue choices where you could actually offend different characters. And, you know, I thought that was pretty cool. And, you know, you also had to trade with them as well by talking and interacting with them. But the one thing I didn't like about the original Fallout was that you had a deadline. You had to find the gecko. And, you know, that kind of put stress on the game for me, or stress on me to stop playing the game, because I could never really find, you know, the gecko in time. You know, I don't know if anybody else ran into that, but you know, if you're out there, you can't just really just explore the game at the very beginning. You know, you can for a little bit, but you always have this thing in the back of your mind like, oh shit, you know, I gotta find this water resource so I can save my people. And you know, you can't really, I can't enjoy games like that where I have this like this time kicking me in the ass, letting me know, okay, shit, I gotta figure this out or find this thing before, you know, I lose the game. And that's what would happen. The game would be over. I think the game did continue once you found the Gek, the Garden of Eden creation kit, but and then you had to confront the Brotherhood, I believe. It's been so long since I've played Fallout, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the game ended once you did that. You could, once you handed in the Gek, you could then, you know, search around and explore and do stuff like that. But, you know, I could be wrong. But one of the things I remember about Fallout 2 was that there was a town, I think it was called New Reno, where it was like a gambling town and such, and you could sneak your way into the second floor of some buildings, and I think it was like some sort of loan shark or somebody, and I don't even remember the quest, but you could kind of sneak your way in and steal stuff, and I don't know, anyway, you would end up triggering like the entire town would be after you, so you would end up, fighting the entire town. And that to me was so cool, and it was one of my favorite moments in Fallout, was fighting the entire town with a few characters and actually beating them by using strategy, hiding behind the walls and then counting your units, so that you just had enough to shoot people as they came around the corners and stuff like that. So I mean, that was part of the strategy, was figuring out how far people could move until they had to shoot, and such, like, and things like that. And that was pretty neat. And as Fallout 3 came out, it changed the entire perspective of Fallout, because nobody was really expecting the vastness of the game. I mean, I guess at first when I saw it, I was like, holy shit. Like, going from Fallout to Fallout 2, and then to Fallout 2 to Fallout 3, it's like, damn, it's just a big, complete difference in games. And, of course, that comes with the time span and the technology that evolved over that time that, there wasn't a Fallout, But the fact that the combat was so different, and, the VAT system was so great, that was everything that I expected. And so, blowing off different body parts in Fallout 3 was so much fun, and using different weapons, getting different results, different kills. I really love that aspect of the game. And the questing itself was fun too. There was a lot of intriguing stories in Fallout and Fallout New Vegas. I would have to say, story-wise, Fallout 3 was my favorite. And I would have to say that in Fallout 3 New Vegas, or Fallout New Vegas, they improved a lot of the character systems, handing off equipment to your buddies and stuff like that was a lot better, I think, and that was done better. And using companions in general was so much better in that game. But Fallout 3, the original one, that was great. The entire thing was fantastic. The only thing that really got me about Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas was that the character animations were just so weird. Like, they didn't spend a lot of time on the animation part, and running and jumping and all of that stuff was just clumsy to me, and it was clunky, and it just didn't look right. Even fighting other people didn't look right in first person, in FPS mode, if you will, like without using VATS. It just didn't, they just moved weird and fast, and it wasn't normal and natural. So I'm hoping that Fallout 4, improves on that a lot. I really hope that they spend a lot more time on the animation aspect and really makes that game fluid. And so that leaves me with the question for you guys today is, what is your favorite moments in the Fallout series? Let me know in the comments below what your favorite moments are, what are the best things that you remember about Fallout, and what you expect out of Fallout 4. I want to thank you all for watching this video. One of the things that I wanted to do is interact more with my audience, interact with all of you guys, because I felt like in the past I've never done that as much as I could, and that's something that I really want to change going forward, is live streaming more, playing games with all of you guys more, and getting your opinions on things, whether that's games, whether it's real life topics, whether it's gaming news, whatever it may be. That's why I'm doing these videos, is because I like to talk about things, but I also want to get your opinions on those things. I want to hear from you guys and interact with you all on a more regular basis than I have been in the past. And lastly, guys, I'm going to be live streaming at least 2 nights a week. I'm going to try to narrow down a time and what days those are going to be, so I'll definitely let you know. But if you haven't heard of YouTube Gaming yet, definitely check it out. You can go to gaming.youtube.com or youtube.com/gaming. You can find me on there. Just type in my name, and you can find my live stream and bookmark that, because you'll be able to go directly to my live stream in the future. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.